A Japanese anime just outgrossed Marvel films and is conquering the US box office. And that anime is none other than Demon Slayer. Whether you love it or hate it, Demon Slayer is changing anime history and maybe even its future. It's officially the highest grossing anime film in the US, beating out Pokemon, the first movie's previous 26-year-long record. Worldwide, it's pulled in over $500 million in revenue on a budget of only $20 million. For context, Hollywood animated films cost about $100 to $300 million in budget, which means that they need to make around $200 to $600 million just to break even. And even after box office splits with theaters, Demon Slayer is on track to deliver the highest return on investment in modern film history. And so today I want to talk a little bit about Demon Slayer, why I think it's so popular, and how it's changing the anime and general entertainment industry. But who am I to talk about all this stuff? Hi guys, I'm Brandon Chen. I'm a writer-producer for the webtoon, manga, and anime space. I run a studio, Inspire Productions, that makes my stories, and the successful ones, we try to take the animation. And if you want to support this channel, which is free education, please smash the like button and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? It is a great way to keep up with education in this space. And so yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video. So what is Demon Slayer and why is it so popular? First, K-pop Demon Hunters, now Demon Slayer. There's a lot of demons going around. But what's Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba about? Demon Slayer follows Tanjiro, a boy who joins the Demon Slayer Corps after his family is murdered and his sister Nezuko is turned into a demon. It's a classic shonen setup, but it's combined with, really emotional characters, an accessible story, dark tropes that people really love, and really breathtaking animation. I'm talking honestly, the manga was great, but the animation and the anime takes it to a whole new memorable level. Ufotable, which is the anime studio behind Demon Slayer's insane quality, it's not just good for TV anime. It's actually insane even by animated film standards. And so they're putting out quality for their TV anime on par with a lot of the films that are coming out of Hollywood. And it is one of the top animated studios in the world. So Demon Slayer is this huge anime property. But here's the thing, Demon Slayer isn't just a popular anime story, it is also proof of a huge shift that we're seeing in the anime industry. If you guys didn't know, TV anime margins are super razor thin. Studios barely profit unless an IP explodes and they're making money off of Blu-ray sales, merchandise, and other, alternative mediums. From the anime itself, most studios are not making an insane amount of money. In fact, some investments for anime productions are actually in the red. They're negative. And Blu-ray sales, physical copies, are how a lot of anime studios made their profits. But the problem with that is, as the world is shifting to digital adoptions, Blu-ray is not that popular outside of Japan. So what are we seeing that's happening as a result? TV anime builds a fandom, and movies are cashing it in. We've seen it with Attack on Titan, Haikyuu, Blue Lock, Jujutsu Kaisen, and soon Chainsaw Man with the new Reize movie. Studios are testing the waters and building fandoms through, a season 1 or a season 2 of the anime, getting people really hyped and attached to the property. And then they take the biggest arcs, which are usually the climaxes of a franchise, and release it in theaters as different films. And why are they doing all of this, right? It's because the box office profits, as you can see from Demon Slayer's recent profits, $20 million in cost for the actual production, $500 million at the box office. They can actually make real tangible profit off of anime films. And the movie budget, I'm estimating that it's only around double, maybe more of a TV season, but the box office profits are on a completely different scale than what they're getting from TV anime. And so why do executives in entertainment, why are they going to be paying attention to this? Well, one, for executives, Demon Slayer is a dream property. It has a strong fandom that is willing to spend money on merch, manga, and box office movie tickets. It has low production costs compared to Hollywood. If you compare it to $100 million animated project from Disney, that might be $300 million. Even on the low end, if they're doing a $100 million animated movie, Demon Slayer's production of the anime film, Infinity Castle, was literally 1/5 of that, right? And so their profit margins are just so freaking big, which is why executives are just foaming at the freaking mouth to try and replicate Demon Slayer's success. Of course, that is all on the back of the artists. The anime industry is not known for paying artists an enormous amount, and artists are working a crazy amount at these anime studios. But of course, with more profits flowing in, hopefully it won't all just go up to the executives. Some of that money will also go to the studio, and people will be able to pay the animators more if there's more money flowing into the industry, is my hope. Of course, who knows who controls the flow of the money, right? But generally, if more money is flowing into the industry, more than likely everyone is getting a pay raise. So is it safe to say that Demon Slayer is making history? I think so. I think it's a sign to Hollywood and anyone in the general entertainment industry that anime is really here to stay and that it's making a real impact. Any executives that think that anime is just a fad, you know, I've heard of a lot of executives that have no idea what anime is. They think it's just gonna blow over and pass over. It's just a fad, just temporary. They just saw anime conquer the US box office, beating out Hollywood's films, making more money than Captain America. It's kind of impossible to ignore and to not want to be a part of that industry. As for the direction of studios, you know, I'm thinking that with the current low profits in the TV anime industry, especially with streaming and, you know, decreasing Blu-ray adoption internationally, I think that more and more studios are going to be looking to do TV anime as a way to build fans, using the manga to build fans as well, and then using film as a way to really just cash in and make some actual money on the animation that they're doing. You know, the anime fandom is actually known to be one of the biggest money spenders out of like any fandoms. Fans are willing to spend a crazy amount of money on merch, the manga, collectibles, and now movie ticket sales. And I think that this is all a good thing, right? I think that there's nothing more fun than going to the movies with your friends as a very social activity, especially for the climax of some of the biggest arcs in anime, right? And even if you're going by yourself to these films, like honestly, it's like you're going to a film full of anime fans that like the same anime as you. Like, it's actually a pretty exciting thing. And you know, when you're going to a Demon Slayer film like this, or like a film that is at the end of an anime arc, you know that all these people are pretty dedicated because most of them have seen the anime show beforehand, right? To be able to understand what's going on in the film. But yeah, would love to know your thoughts on the Demon Slayer IP and this current shift that we're seeing in the anime industry, and whether or not you agree or disagree with me. Drop a comment. Would love to hear your thoughts, and smash a like, subscribe, and please comment demons if you've gotten this far. Really helps me know if you guys got to the end of the video. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on next week's Manga Education episode. Catch you guys next week. Peace.